Welcome everybody to another amazing Versus Series episode. And in this episode, it's going to be all about the pretzels. We're going around all the different parks, all the different locations to find the best pretzel in Disney. So there's a lot of pretzels we got to go through, and we're going to hit them one at a time, and we're going to find out which one's the best. So stay tuned. It's going to be a blast, and I think we're going to need a lot of water. All right, so the first pretzel that's going to be on our list is got to be the Mickey pretzel. We're here at the Magic Kingdom where we're going to give this thing a go. Did you know that the Mickey pretzel is actually the number 3 most sold snack in all of Disney World? Number 3. A lot of people buy these. And the cool thing about the Mickey pretzel, it comes with the cheese dip. And I have to say, Alejandro knows how to make a cheese dip.
I love the cheese.
This cheese dip is going to go a long way towards helping this pretzel out, I think.
I get the pretzel because of the cheese.
Good thing about these pretzels is they're all over the parks. You can find them at pretty much any of the parks. I think every park, which means you don't really have to wait in line much. If you see one line that looks a little long to get the pretzel, just go to the next, because I'm pretty sure they're going to have the pretzel. So that's got to be a little bit of a positive in the win column for the Mickey pretzel, is that you can get them anywhere, and they are $6.79. And that comes with the cheese. So, all right, let's just dig in. I'm just gonna grab it. And I like salt on my pretzel, so I have salt here.
Me too.
Can you get it without salt?
I don't know.
I think you can get it without salt. All right, so I'm just gonna try a little nugget here without the cheese first.
It's good.
I was a little worried in the beginning because it looked like it was gonna be overcooked a little. It looked like it was kind of going to be burnt and hard. It's not. It's soft. I mean, look at the color on that. That's great color, but it's still soft and chewy. A little crispy on the outside, soft in the middle,
I'm gonna try.
and the salt's good on it. I'm going to go with the cheese too. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Oh.
I love it.
I mean, the cheese, it takes it to a whole nother level.
It really does.
I mean, if you don't like cheese, then that stinks for you. But for me, that cheese, it's really salty.
Yeah, it is. I never even used to get the pretzel, and then I tried it not that long ago for the first time. My daughter got it, and she loved it, but I never had it. And now I get it almost every time I come to a park because I love how the cheese and how salty it is. So.
It's so good. I feel like it tastes like Cheese Whiz. Is that it?
Good.
Like melted Cheese Whiz. Like, it's very salty. I mean, I'm sure it's processed out the wazoo. It says produced with genetic engineering on the cheese. I don't know what that means. But I don't care.
Tastes good.
It tastes awesome. So, oh my goodness. This is gonna be tough. We're including the cheese in this, because I think the cheese takes it to another notch. And you know what? And it's shaped like Mickey. I think anything that's shaped like Mickey automatically tastes better. Anything. Ice cream bars, whatever. It's a good pretzel.
Cute and tasty.
It's a good pretzel. Overall, good. So we're gonna keep moving. We're gonna look at some other pretzels, and we'll see which one comes out on top. Next up on our pretzel battle, we have the cream cheese pretzel, which actually can be found at the lunching pad right in the middle of Tomorrowland. So if you've been to Tomorrowland and you know where the Astro Orbiter is, right underneath Astro Orbiter, the lunching pad. And I did walk up to the window to get this pretzel. I didn't have to move order, and there was nobody in line, so it was really fast. But they have the cream cheese pretzel. It just comes as it is, cream cheese pretzel. And let me just give you a quick look. Oh, look at that.
It looks good.
It looks really good. It's got
I've
like
never had it.
some sort of like powdered, dusted stuff on there. I don't know, but it looks very delicious. So it didn't come with any cheese on the side, nothing like that. So let's just dig in. Oh, and it was $6.79. So same price as the Mickey pretzel, depending on where you get the Mickey pretzel. Sometimes I've seen the Mickey pretzel for $7.25. Sometimes I've seen it for $6.79. It depends on where you get it. At the pickle stand that we usually go to over there by Liberty Square, $6.79. A lot of other places, $7.25. Just a tip. And that's with the cheese. Okay, so let's give this cream cheese pretzel a lick. little bite. Give you a little morsel there.
It's interesting.
We got a little cream cheese in there. It's like sweet.
Yeah, it is. It's sweet cream cheese.
I was not expecting that.
And it's warm.
It is warm, but the cream cheese is coming out. You get a napkin.
I'm not sure what I think about it.
It's all right. I was not expecting it to be sweet, so I'm a little discombobulated here. I don't know. I'm flummoxed. I'm flustered. I'm flummoxed. I don't know.
I like it, I think, but I don't think I would order it.
I'm not a fan of this one.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan. It needs
Something.
I think if I was expecting it to be sweet, maybe like a little glaze or something to dip it in, make it even sweeter. But it's okay. It's okay. So,
Okay.
$6.79 cream cheese pretzel with a lunching pad.
Cream cheese is warm inside
It's
of
okay.
it, and it's sweet.
It was sweet, so it threw me off. I was expecting this like crumbly dust on the outside. I really was. I mean, I think you can see it there. I was expecting that to be like kind of like maybe like a garlic powder or something, you know, and it was going to be like this really cool seasoned pretzel and savory.
Savory, yeah.
And then all of a sudden it was sweet, and I was like, huh?
It threw us off.
And this stuff has no flavor. This little
No,
powdered
it
stuff
just
has
tastes
no
like
flavor.
dust.
It's like they just rolled it in the leftover crumbs of the, I don't know, whatever you make the pretzel out of, but it was okay.
I don't hate it, but I wouldn't.
It was all right. So, so there you have it, cream cheese pretzel. All right, our next contender on the list, the Jumbo Pretzel.
Bigger than my head.
Living up to its name, I must say, Jumbo Pretzel. And it was at the Seafair little shack over there, right across the street from the Little Mermaid. There's like a little shack, for lack of a better word, I don't know. And they have this Jumbo Pretzel. And then you can get cheese. The Jumbo Pretzel itself was almost $10. It was like
Which is a lot.
$9.79. And then if you want the cheese, it's another $1 extra. So
Yeah.
we're talking, $11 here. We're almost at double the price of the Mickey and the cream cheese pretzels. So,
But
it's monstrous.
a lot bigger. The
It's-
cheese, though, for
It's
$1,
huge, humongous.
you don't really get that much.
Humongous.
Especially since the
Look at
Mickey.
this thing.
Yeah.
It's humongous. Okay, so let's stop talking about how humongous it is and give it a rip. Nothing inside, just standard. And I have to say, I'm a little disappointed on the lack of salt here. I'm just gonna try the pretzel first. What do you think about the cheese? All right, let me go.
I figured Laura said they stopped, they got some food and they were eating and they were just kind of hanging out.
This cheese has like some speckles in it.
There's like 6 little tiny pieces of salt on the pretzel. Literally like 6.
I'm disappointed in the salt. There's like no salt.
No.
And I like salt on a pretzel. I feel like it's different from the Mickey pretzel.
Oh, it's a lot
The
different.
pretzel itself is different.
I think everything, the cheese.
And what is it? What's with the cheese? What do you think about the cheese?
I don't think it hardly has any flavor.
Yeah, it's not very flavorful at all. Is there like a weird flavor to it?
I'm gonna put this mustard on it, this spicy mustard. Because I don't think that has any taste.
The cheese is colossally disappointing.
And it was $1 extra.
I mean, colossal.
You can have it.
I feel like there's a little spice to the cheese though. The more I've been eating it, I think it's just pepper though. I think they just went like a little bit of pepper in it.
I don't know.
It's not good. I don't like it. But the good thing about this particular place, they had spicy brown mustard packets. So
The cheese almost tastes like water. I kid you not, it has no flavor.
kind of cheating it a little bit because we could add mustard to any pretzel, but let me just try to find anything. That's better.
Yeah, it was
With
better
the spicy
the
mustard on it, and they do have regular mustard as well. It's okay.
but we're kind of having to try to add stuff to the pretzel to make it taste good.
Yeah.
Because by itself, it's just kind of because there's no salt or anything on it, and then the cheese was So we're trying to find something to make it.
Yeah, it's not.
You want to eat.
You know, so far it's not good. Yeah, I think it's honestly it's not worth the $11 with the cheese. The cheese is definitely not worth $1. Just get rid of it. And then the pretzel itself, if you like a non-salted pretzel, just take a look at it when you look at it in the window and see if it's got salt on it. But these ones really didn't. And if you just like, you know, it's just a standard pretzel, it's fine. But it honestly, it's not great. So
disappointing.
So that's the jumbo pretzel over there by the Little Mermaid area. So we got a couple more pretzels to go through. We'll see how they go.
I'm excited because I love pretzels.
Here we are in the Animal Kingdom. We are over in the Pandora section.
I love it over here.
And at the Pongu Pongu little cafe there, right next to the store, you can actually get another pretzel. And it's called the Navi-sized pretzel. And let me just hold it up here. Humongous. Look at this thing. I mean, it's huge. I have to say, just looking at it, it looks very similar to the jumbo pretzel that we got over at the Seafarers Way area by Little Mermaid. And the cheese that we got did come with the cheese this time, right?
Yeah, and it says it's beer cheese.
They call it beer cheese, and it was $10.50.
$10.49.
$10.49.
To be exact.
Which is about the same price as the jumbo pretzel was, like almost. I think it was maybe
it was $10 for the jumbo pretzel, but you had to pay $1 for cheese, so it is more at Magic Kingdom. 50 cents, 51 cents.
So we'll give this a go, but I have a feeling it's going to be the same as the one at Little Mermaid. But
and once again, there's not very much salt on it, so
we'll just do the pretzel by itself. We got cheese on there. I feel like it's the same.
It's the same pretzel and the same cheese.
Same exact. Yeah.
It's the same.
There's the cheese. So, the Navi-sized pretzel. Yeah, you know, it's on equal footing with the jumbo pretzel over there at Seafarer. So, okay, well that was pretty simple, pretty easy one to get through. Not really much more else to say because we just covered that one. But just so you know, it's the same pretzel. Nothing special. The Navi-sized pretzel, nothing special. It's exactly like the jumbo pretzel. So
it's just like 50 cents less.
Yeah, 50,
cheaper.
20 cents, 25 cents. I don't know, but barely any difference. But if you're looking for a pretzel and you're in the Pandora section, we do have one, and it's big, but it's about the same as the other one. All right, we are here at the Hangar Bar at Disney Springs because there is another pretzel here on our pretzel stops. And I'm gonna just tell you now, this is gonna be a challenge to hold up this pretzel, so I'll give it a shot. But it is pretty awesome looking. Check this thing out. I mean, wow. They were not kidding. Take a look at this pretzel. Wow, that is something else there. This thing is humongous, and it is called the Air Pirates Cargo Loaded Pretzel. That's a long name. Air Pirates Cargo Loaded Pretzel, and it's $22. So it's got a lot of stuff with it, and I'll try to go through the list of everything that's with this pretzel. So it's a huge pretzel. Looks like it's got different sesame seeds on top of it, but it's got prosciutto, and it's got sliced up brats in here, and pepperoni. It looks like cheddar, couple different cheddars. Actually, a black. It says it's a black diamond cheddar and a smoked cheddar. So 2 cheddars. It's got caraway pickles, spicy mustard. I love mustard. I have to say, especially with pretzels. And then it's got a beer cheese, and this beer cheese is white. I don't know that I've ever seen white beer cheese before, so we'll see if it's any good. A white beer cheese. It's called a beer cheese fondue. So there you go. So we're gonna dig into this thing, and we shall see. I'm excited.
Me too, because
It looks pretty good. It looks a little bit
like
better than the Navi jumbo pretzel, but
yeah.
the Navi-sized pretzel.
It looks like a pretzel charcuterie board.
Yeah.
That's what it looks like. So, and I love charcuterie. I don't know how you say it, but I love those. So, yay.
I don't see any salt on the pretzel. There's no salt as far as I can see. So, let me just try the pretzel. Oh. I don't see any salt on the pretzel, but I taste salt.
Yeah.
Can you taste the salt? That's weird. I don't know if they like glazed it with salt water or something, but
Yeah.
that was the weirdest thing I've ever said in my life. Glazed salt water. It's very salty and delicious though. This pretzel was awesome. Like just the pretzel. I haven't even started dipping it into
really is.
stuff yet. The pretzel is really good. Look at this. I mean, it's nice and chewy. Look
Very
at,
quality.
it's got these like seeds on top of it, and it already has salt. Like I don't even need anything else. What is this? This is a good pretzel. Wow. I wasn't honestly wasn't expecting much after the last couple pretzels. I was like,
Like I'm being impatient and I want to just like eat everything, and I'm trying to like be patient and hold back while
give me the
it's
spicy mustard here.
It's really good.
Keep going. Spicy mustard. Not really spicy at all.
Tastes like regular mustard.
Straight regular
Mayonnaise in it.
mustard. I don't think there's mayonnaise. I don't know about mayonnaise, but it just tastes like mustard to me. There's no spice to it
No, there's not.
at all. So the mustard was disappointing. Let's try the cheese now, because we got a lot of cheeses with our pretzels.
It's not earth-shattering.
There's nothing to write home about the cheese. It might actually be the worst cheese we've had. I think.
I was waiting until you tried it because I was like, is it just me?
It's not that it's bad, but like all the other cheeses that we've had have been pretty good, except the cream cheese thing. But both of the other cheeses that we've had, the Mickey cheese is phenomenal, of course,
yeah.
the Mickey pretzel feet. But this one, it might as well not even be there.
Yeah.
All right, so now,
It's a noise. What is that?
there's like an old timey
Yeah.
ham radio behind us at the Hangar Bar. This place is really cool, by the way. And all of a sudden, it just started like making noises and talking. So like someone's trying to reach out to us. Anyhow, okay, so I put together like I'm creating like the bite,
I
like
didn't
the
get a
perfect
pickle.
pretzel bite. Look at this bad boy. I got a little bit of the pepperoni, the cheddar, the smoked cheddar, I think, the prosciutto, the pickle, and a little bit of mustard. What do you got? About the same? You got
Pickle,
cheese?
pretzel, cheese, pepperoni.
I don't know. I'm going in here. Wow.
Yeah. Something I ate was really spicy. Not like ridiculously spicy, but it was spicy. I'm not sure if it was the pickle or the pepperoni. So we are going to try stuff individually
Yeah.
to see
Let's taste them.
what it was.
Anyway, that bite
Yeah, I liked it.
took me about 10 minutes to get down. But it was awesome.
Yeah.
Like all the flavors of the cheese and the pepperoni together, and then I had the pickle, the little like bitter saltiness of the pretzel. It was so good. Oh my gosh, it's so good. Okay, I'm gonna try just the pickle by itself. These caraway pickles here.
I think the pickle was what was spicy.
Yeah,
Is it the pickle?
it's got some heat to it.
Yeah.
It's starting to creep up.
Here, let me try that.
Starting to creep up. Okay. Give me some water.
Yeah, it's a spicy like cucumbery pickle. Don't you think?
That's pretty spicy. Okay, so
I like
I'm
it,
not
though.
gonna eat any more of the pickle.
Even though I don't like cucumbers.
It's pretty
but-
hot. I'm gonna do this brat though. Let me try this sliced up brat.
Okay, I don't
Oh, very
usually
good.
eat brats, but I'm gonna try it anyway just because.
Yum. I think you'll like it.
Yeah.
The texture of it is really good. It's like cooked really.
Actually, yeah.
I mean, it's almost like a jerky.
Surprisingly, I
it's
like
like
it.
really like cooked, like hardcore cooked, so it's
Yeah.
good. I don't even know that I need to try all these other individual
I haven't
pieces, but
tried
like,
the prosciutto.
I mean, look at this look at this pepperoni. Look at this. You see this
Yeah, I
pepperoni?
like the pepperoni a lot.
I mean, that is some thick cut pepperoni. That's not like your chintzy little slice. I mean, that's some thick pepperoni in there. There's a ton of it too.
I like the prosciutto.
There's
Tastes
prosciutto
good.
here. I mean, it is so good. I'm just gonna keep
Oh, have you tried the white?
picking away here. No.
Oh, it's bad.
Is it
It's
good?
the best. It's sharp.
When it comes to cheese, I personally prefer sharper cheeses.
Yeah,
So
you
the
like
sharper,
white
the better.
cheese.
Let me try this.
The white cheese. Both cheese. I love cheese, but both
Wow, that's
cheese
good.
are good. But the white cheese is good. It's definitely the best. It's like a
Yeah,
sharp
much better.
cheddar.
It's good.
Yeah.
I can't stop eating them. I'm supposed to be doing a review here, and I'm just like,
Yeah. I'm trying to hold back.
this is so good.
Yeah.
That's one keep eating. Okay, one more rip. Just one, I mean, I need another rip of the pretzel just by itself because I'm done. My senses are overwhelmed now. Now I need a little. Bring it back down. Bring it down. Take it easy. Pretzel's awesome. I can't say enough good things about this pretzel. Honestly, it's off the chain. $22. So just so. Think about it. The other pretzels on this list have ranged between
Yeah.
6 something. Now we're upwards of $22. So,
But this is like a meal.
But it's yeah.
And this is enough for him and I.
Yeah, this is actually just going to be our lunch.
I don't know.
This is going to be our lunch day. We're just going to split this pretzel. We'll split this pretzel 1/3 for me, 2/3 for her. That's how she rolls.
So,
And it's going to be a meal, so $22. Yeah, it's awesome. All right, so wow, we really got a contender on this list today.
yeah, this is really
The
good.
Mickey pretzel was blowing it out of the water for a while there, so
The cheese is still better
the cheese is better. So
by far.
we got a contender. Now we got a show here, so we got more pretzel to get through.
Yep.
So let's see what else we find.
Another pretzel.
Another pretzel. Here
Good
we
thing
go.
I like pretzels.
Whew. I have to say, I think I said it earlier. I'm gonna need a lot of water. I have needed a lot of water with this pretzel off. I just keep making words up. Okay, so where are we? We are at the Baseline Tap House in Hollywood Studios, and we just picked up another contender for pretzels, the Bavarian pretzel. And it comes with, oh, here's that. Let's take a look at the pretzel. I mean, it's pretty good size.
Yeah.
I feel like it's not as big as the Navi-sized pretzel or the jumbo pretzel,
Yeah.
but it's pretty large. And it came with a side of beer cheese.
Fondue, didn't it say?
Beer cheese, was it beer cheese fondue?
Yeah, pretty sure.
And a mustard. I don't. It looks like regular mustard, but we'll see. But it was $9. And it's a little bougie like here because they want to put it on this little fancy wood platter here. So for theme park pretzel, it's trying to step up its game a little bit. $9, a little bit more than the Mickey pretzel and the jumbo pretzel. No, not the jumbo pretzel.
No.
The jumbo pretzel was more than
Yeah.
this. This is like kind of in the middle, $9. So we're gonna see how it is. Baseline Tap House, Hollywood Studios, right near the Muppets Theater. Let's give it a shot.
It has a little bit more salt
it's
on
nice
it
and warm.
than the one at Magic Kingdom
Yeah.
and Pandora.
It's nice. Look at that salt. Oh yeah. It's warm.
Yeah, it is. It's good.
Good. It's good.
It's buttery. Do you taste that? Yeah, I feel like this one's buttery. And I didn't dip it in anything. It was just buttery all on its own.
Try the cheese.
This one's good. And I don't know if I think it's good because the pretzel has a lot more salt on it.
Mhm.
So it's making the
I think the
cheese
cheese is the
taste
same
better.
cheese.
Yeah. But I think the actual pretzel itself is better because it is buttery. The other two, at the parks, were not. And
Yeah.
this one has more salt.
I think the cheese is the same cheese as the jumbo pretzel and the Navi-sized pretzel. Not the same cheese as the Mickey cheese. I feel like it's the same. It tastes the same. Okay, let me try the mustard here. See if it's like a spicy or regular. Regular mustard. The mustard was cold though.
And the pretzel was hot, so that's
So
good.
that was actually good. The combination with the mustard, you know what? Let's try this. With a little cheese, a little bit of the mustard, both at the same time. There it is. That's the spot. Pair them up like that, it's good. Okay. Good. I feel like this is pretty good. I feel like it was not super expensive.
Yeah. It's better than I expected. I expected it to be exactly like the one in Magic Kingdom and Pandora. While it's similar,
Very similar.
and the cheese I think is the same, the pretzel tastes better.
Better.
So it makes the cheese and everything and the mustard taste better because the pretzel is, like I said,
Yeah.
buttery, just on its own, and there's a lot more salt.
And it's on a bougie wooden board.
Yeah, and it's
So-
only $9. Not that $9 is super cheap, but it is less expensive. Like the Bavarian pretzel, I think was like $10 or $10.99 plus you paid $1 for cheese.
Yeah.
This is $9.
Not the Bavarian pretzel. This is the Bavarian pretzel.
Oh.
The
one
jumbo
that-
pretzel.
The jumbo
The
pretzel.
Navi, yeah.
But this one comes with the pretzel, although slightly smaller.
Yeah.
We're still not even going to eat it all. It's so big with the cheese.
Yeah.
So,
And the other positive for this pretzel is where we're sitting.
yeah.
Like we're under
Yeah.
umbrella. It's really nice out. Cool little
Yes.
table, little music playing. We're at Hollywood Studios. Very comfortable here. We're not just kind of
Yeah.
in like a random side table or trying to find a bench to sit on. So it's actually a cool vibe. They've got cool drinks and stuff here too. Cocktails. It's actually pretty good. I have to say, all around, solid pretzel. I think it's one of the better ones.
I'm pleasantly
honestly.
surprised.
It's pretty good.
I didn't have high hopes.
So there we go. Another pretzel down.
All right, so we have finally made it to our final pretzel on the pretzel countdown. And we've had a lot of pretzels, so I'm kind of ready for the last pretzel to be here.
Yeah.
But I'm excited because it is the jalapeno pretzel. And we are over here at Boardwalk Joe's Marvelous Margaritas. And we've heard a lot about this pretzel. Take a look. Oh boy, look at that. Jalapeno pretzel, and it's nice and warm. I think it's going to be filled with some jalapeno-like cheese, so it's kind of exciting. It was
I like spicy, so I am excited.
yeah, so it was $6.79, so cheap, just as cheap as like the Mickey pretzel. But yeah, we figured we were at Epcot Food and Wine Festival. We figured let's just make a quick beeline over here to Boardwalk because you can just walk over, and we're going to give it a go. So let's see what we got. Take a little chunk off of there and. All right, pretzels up. We do this with pickles when we do charcuterie boards. Pickles up, so pretzels up.
Pretzels up. Kind of like it.
I'm getting the jalapeno flavor.
Let me try it with the cheese.
We getting heat? I'm not getting much heat.
No.
So, the gentleman asked us if we wanted cheese. So we said, sure, why not? I don't know if it actually comes with the cheese or if it's extra. He didn't charge us for it, so we're just gonna say it was free. Okay, now the heat. I just got a little bit of the heat, so I don't know. I don't know if it even needs the cheese because it has the cheese inside, but yeah, give it a shot. Let's see what kind of cheese it is.
I like it.
Sorry.
I mean, it's not like the best cheese I've ever had, but it's good.
It doesn't have a lot of flavor, so I'm not sure if we're
Also
supposed to eat it.
down
Oh yeah, there you go. How about it? I got a little mustard too, so I'm gonna try it with the mustard. See if it's any good. But wow, yeah, I kind of dig it. It's good with the mustard. I wasn't expecting to, honestly. I'm not a huge jalapeno fan, but it's pretty good.
I don't like stuffed pretzels, I feel like, so what? I didn't think I was going to really like it, but I actually like it a lot better than I thought I would.
Same, especially after the cream cheese pretzel that we got. Got the lunching pad.
Oh gosh, don't talk about it.
I was expecting kind of that, so I'm glad it's not sweet.
PTSD.
So, it's not sweet. It's a savory pretzel. It doesn't have any salt on it, unfortunately.
Yeah, it would be better with salt.
It has like some crusty like cheese on top. I don't like little sprinkles of cheese. I don't know what kind of cheese it is. Maybe like a jalapeno cheese or just like a cheddar or pepper jack or something. But honestly, it just tastes. I taste the pretzel and a little bit of a jalapeno flavor in the cheese. Not too spicy. Pretty solid pretzel, actually. I'm impressed. I thought it was going to be a bust, and it ended up being pretty good.
Yeah.
So now all we got to do is we just got to figure out What's the top pretzel out of all the pretzels we've had? All right, so let's just do a quick rundown of all the pretzels that we've had. I have to say, the worst pretzel of all the ones that we tried, in my opinion, was the cream cheese pretzel from the lunching pad at Magic Kingdom.
It really was. I have like PTSD from
that was a bust for me.
I hated it.
And again, if you want a sweet pretzel, it's probably okay. I still think it would, if it had some glaze maybe with it. But I just was not a fan. I wasn't expecting the sweetness, and then even if I was expecting the sweetness, it wasn't that great of a sweetness. So
there was no salt or
cream cheese pretzel for me. That was the worst.
Yeah,
followed up by pretty, not too close, but like kind of close, the jumbo pretzel and the Navi-sized pretzel, which were identical with cheese. Those were okay pretzels, kind of like they didn't have a great texture, not a great flavor, not really much salt on them, and the cheese wasn't that great. So those were probably the next two. So then after the jumbo pretzels, I think it was probably going to have to be the jalapeno pretzel, which was solid. Actually, a solid pretzel. So we're getting into solid pretzel territory. The last three that I just talked about were not really worth it.
Yeah.
This was worth it. $6.79, reasonable price, good flavor, solid choice. I know you used to be able to get this at Magic Kingdom at the lunching pad, and the only place you can get it, I think, right now is the Boardwalk. So availability is a little challenging. So it gets some points off for that, but it's solid pretzel. After that, I think it's got to be Baseline Tap House Bavarian pretzel.
Oh, yeah.
That was a great pretzel.
It was.
Really good. Lots of good salt on it. The mustard was awesome. The cheese was awesome. All combined, it was fantastic. It was on that wooden board. You know, it was a really cool place to hang out.
It was a great environment. It felt comfortable to sit there.
All around, great pretzel, great experience, and pretty easy to get. You know, if you're at Hollywood Studios, it's a good spot to get it. And then I think the number two for me, this is getting down to it. We're getting to number 1 and 2. I think number 2 is a tough one. It was a toss-up. It was.
I know what I think. The Hangar Bar.
The Hangar Bar. That Air Pirate loaded cargo pretzel was so good.
We'll probably get it again.
But it was kind of cheating because it was it was like a charcuterie board and a pretzel, and it was $22.
Which was enough. I mean, we didn't even eat it all.
Yeah, but I mean, if you want to talk about a high quality pretzel and environment, the Hangar Bar is such a cool place. Everything at the Hangar Bar pretty much is good to eat. The pretzel was the bomb, $22. But I honestly had to take some points off it because it was so expensive.
Yeah.
It's only at the Hangar Bar, which can be kind of hard to get to. I mean, you know, you're not always there. It can be a little crowded. You got to wait for it. And it was kind of cheating because it had a bunch of stuff with it that was also awesome. Which brings us to our number 1 overall pretzel.
My number 1 favorite.
And I honestly didn't think it was going to be the first one. I really didn't. But it has to be the Mickey pretzel. I mean, the Mickey pretzel. It just so, I mean, it has salt on it. As you can see, there's a trend here. I want salt on my pretzel. But it had good salt on it. It had a good texture and flavor. It was cooked well.
The cheese is amazing.
And the cheese is the bomb. And we've tried all these other pretzels. It's the only one that has that cheese. Out of all the pretzels that we've had, it is the only one where I've seen that cheese.
The only.
I have not had that cheese anywhere else, and it is so good and salty.
Yeah.
And it gets a lot of points for 2 things. One, it's so cheap. $6.79 up to $7.25 depending on where you get it. Super cheap. And it's everywhere. The availability of the pretzel is everywhere. You can get it at almost any kiosk. You can even get it here where we, at Marvelous, at the, you know, Miraculous, Marvelous, Maisie's, whatever the heck it's called, Boardwalk Joe's. You literally can get it here as well. So anywhere. So the availability, the price, the flavor, the cheese, the salt, the Mickey face, the Mickey shape, automatically gets points for that. Number 1 pretzel of all time in the theme parks is the Mickey pretzel.
Mickey pretzel.
I was expecting that to be more dramatic. I wanted like confetti to come down and fireworks to be out there, but I'll just make my own noises. So, awesome pretzel. If you're looking for a pretzel, if you wanted to know, hopefully we just saved you a bunch of time and money on all the other pretzels.
Yes.
Because there's a lot here that I probably would never eat again. If I had to choose 2 pretzels to eat again, Mickey pretzel and the air cargo from Hangar Bay, those are the 2 for sure. The rest I could probably do without. Although, if I really wanted a pretzel, Hollywood Studios, the Bavarian one wasn't bad. It's a cool environment. I still think I'm going to go with the Mickey pretzel, though.
Oh, for sure.
Before I go with that one. So, Mickey pretzel and the cargo pretzel. Hopefully we saved you some time. We got you a little bit of information, a little bit of money, information on some of these. So, those are our picks. Let us know if you think we're wrong, if you have a different choice. We probably missed some pretzels. There's a lot of pretzels, and I don't think we can hit them all, but we got the big ones. So if you have another favorite, a different pretzel, let us know down in the comments. And thanks for joining us on this amazing Versus Pretzels episode. It's been fantastic. Tune in tomorrow for another great episode. We've got more Versus series, more of our top 5 countdown series, more vlogs, more everything. Subscribe to our channel. You can help us out, and hit the notifications so you know when we post our new videos. Thanks for joining us. The Noble Way
Is the easy way.
Bye-bye, everybody.
Bye, guys.